Welcome. Today we're embarking on a journey that's familiar to all of us, the stages of life.
Yes, but we're approaching it from a slightly different angle. A unique perspective, really.
We're going to explore how language, and specifically English in this case, isn't just for communicating basic needs.
No, it's much more than that. It acts as a powerful mechanism, a way we understand and even shape our own personal stories.
It's quite an insightful way to look at it, how our personal histories, our hopes for the future, even our sense of self, are tied up in the words we use.
And the structures, the grammar we employ, it all plays a part. Our source material for this deep dive is fascinating. It's a collection called Sammy's Journey, English for Life Stages.
Right, and it follows a young man who's really dedicated to mastering English.
Exactly, and not just for, say, academic reasons. He's using it to navigate his past, make sense of his present, and actually plan out his future. It's quite compelling.
So our mission today really is to unpack that, to pull out the practical knowledge, the deeper insights from Sammy's experience.
We want to show how language gives you that framework for reflecting on your own story.
And hopefully offer you, our listener, a clearer path to understanding the linguistic tools you can use, tools to build and share your own narrative.
Think of it as maybe a shortcut, not just to learning English, but perhaps to understanding yourself a bit better through that language.
A powerful idea. Okay, let's start with Sammy himself. He's the central figure here.
He really embodies what we're exploring today. He makes it tangible.
So who is Sammy? Well, he's a 20-year-old man from Lebanon.
And his motivation is crystal clear. It's not abstract at all.
No, it's very focused. Singular, you might say. He wants to move to another country.
And this isn't just a vague wish. It's driven by a really distinct vision he has for his future.
It's clearly a core goal for him, something that shapes his daily life, his choices.
And that's what's so interesting, how this ambition translates into actual daily action, discipline.
He studies English every single day.
Every day. And again, it's not just about memorizing words for a test. It highlights the real purpose behind his learning.
That consistency, that routine, it tells you something. For him, learning English isn't a hobby.
Not at all. It's an investment, a direct pathway to achieving his goals. He clearly sees language as a bridge.
That idea of a bridge, that really resonates. It connects to the deeper point here.
Which is?
That learning a language, like Sammy's doing, isn't just about grammar rules or vocabulary lists.
No, it's far more fundamental.
It's about preparing for life's transitions, the big ones, the small ones.
Building the scaffolding, linguistically speaking, for the future he envisions.
Exactly. Equipping himself not just with words, but with the ability to act on his plans, to describe his journey, to connect with new people, new opportunities.
It's empowerment through language, through being able to articulate.
And we see this preparation in action in quite simple ways, actually.
Yes, his reflective English, as you could call it. He uses it to trace his own timeline.
He says things like, when I was a baby, I cried a lot.
When I was 5, I played with toys.
Now I study and work.
It seems basic, but that sequence shows a clear, chronological understanding of himself, made external through language.
It's concise, but quite profound in its simplicity. And you see the progression, right?
Definitely. From basic labels like baby, child, teenager, adult,
to more complex, precise sentences, he can pinpoint moments.
I was born in 2005.
I started school at age 6.
I will finish university next year.
These aren't just facts floating around. They're anchors in his timeline. They give structure to time.
And if you think about the implications, being able to articulate your past and future in a new language, it does more than just let you communicate facts.
What does it do?
Well, it solidifies your personal identity. It empowers your planning. Think about it. Why is it actually important to be able to talk about milestones like being born or starting school or graduating?
Well, they mark significant changes, transitions.
They're universal touchstones, right?
Yeah.
Moments most people experience in some form. Being able to recount your version in a new language lets you share your unique story across cultures.
connect with people on a deeper level.
Exactly. And crucially, it helps you integrate your past into your present identity and project that into your future plans. It gives your life a narrative structure.
A structure you can share, reflect on, build from.
Without the language, those stages might just be vague feelings. With language, they become concrete parts of your story.
That makes perfect sense. You need to know where you've been to plan where you're going. And Sammy had ways to learn this.
Yes, his learning strategies are quite insightful and accessible, really.
He learned through observation, using media, watching videos like Life Stages or What Do You Do at Each Age?
Which highlights the power of seeing and hearing language used in context. Visual and auditory learning working together.
You see the actions, hear the natural phrasing, and it starts to stick. Builds an intuitive feel.
And it wasn't just passive. He actively produced language through writing.
Right. Sentences like, as a child, I liked cartoons.
Or as a teenager, I learned English.
That's active recall, connecting it to his own life. When you write about your own experiences, the language becomes yours.
It moves from being abstract rules to a living tool for expressing who you are.
And he also practiced interactively, asking questions.
Like, what was your favorite age?
That conversational exchange is vital, isn't it, for solidifying understanding, building fluency?
Absolutely. Language thrives on interaction.
So for you, listening, these simple methods Sammy used, watching, writing, talking, they can be incredibly effective.
It's not about complicated techniques. It's about consistent, personal engagement with English, tied directly to your own life story.
And it all boils down to Sammy's core insight. He summed it up beautifully.
What did he say?
Life moves fast, but English helps me remember and plan.
That's powerful. It's not just about communication.
No, it's much deeper. It captures how language provides the very framework for making sense of our lives.
How does it provide that structure, that clarity?
Well, think of it like mapping. Language gives us the symbols, the words, and the connections, the grammar to chart our inner landscape of time and experience.
It gives shape to memories.
Yeah.
Allows us to articulate them, share them, preserve them.
And it gives direction to our future goals by letting us define them, talk about them, plan the steps.
It turns vague thoughts into concrete plans, abstract ideas into paths we can follow.
All through the power of words. It's the difference between just feeling a memory and being able to tell that memory. Or just wishing for a future versus actively planning it.
That clarity is essential.
So building on that understanding of how language shapes our story, let's dive into the specifics. The essential vocabulary and expressions you need for talking about life stages.
Let's start with the foundation, the core terms. Our source gives us 10 key new words. They're the absolute building blocks.
Okay, let's take them one by one. First, baby?
Defined simply as a very young child. But it signifies so much more, doesn't it? That initial stage, dependence, rapid growth, potential.
It's everyone's starting point, invokes innocence, vulnerability.
Then child, a small boy or girl.
This is the period after babyhood. Exploration, play, starting school maybe, where distinct memories often begin to form.
Personalities take shape. It's about wonder, early learning.
Next, teenager. That specific range, 13 to 19.
A time of huge change, physical, emotional, social. High school often dominates this period, finding your identity.
It's that bridge between childhood structure and adult independence. Excitement and uncertainty rolled into one.
And then adult, a grown person.
Full maturity, responsibility. Entering the workforce, independent life, maybe starting families. It's a long stage signifying self-sufficiency.
Where a lot of life's complexities play out.
Moving beyond people's school.
A place to learn. So crucial as education shapes so many life stages.
Childhood, young adulthood, even lifelong learning for some. It's where we gain knowledge, skills, social connections, more than just a building.
An ecosystem of growth, really.
Then job, meaning work.
Central for most adults. Financial independence, career, daily routine, identity, often a source of purpose.
Age. Simple definition: the number of years lived.
But it's more than a number. It quantifies our journey, provides a metric, carries cultural meanings, expectations, sometimes wisdom.
Grow, to become older, larger, more developed.
Captures that essence of change across all stages. Physical growth, yes, but also personal, intellectual, emotional growth. Constant evolution.
Memory, something you remember.
This taps into that reflective aspect. Our memories are our internal narratives, shaping who we are, building blocks of personal history.
And finally, future, the time that will come.
Essential for planning, for aspirations. What we move towards represents possibility, direction.
So these 10 words, they seem simple.
They are simple individually, but their significance lies in how they form that foundation. They combine to create complex ideas.
Like child and school together evoke early learning.
Or adult and job suggest professional life, responsibility. They're the basic categories we use to structure our understanding of life.
They let us build those rich personal stories.
Exactly. They provide the framework.
Okay, so from individual words, let's look at how they naturally cluster together. The building blocks, collocations for life's milestones.
Ah, yes. Collocations. Words that just sound right together, like strong coffee, not powerful coffee. Using them makes English sound much more fluent.
More natural, authentic. The source gives us 15 useful ones for life stages.
Let's explore them. First, be born.
The absolute beginning, a shared human experience. It marks the start of your unique story.
And notice the passive structure. Be born. It happens to us. Interesting how language frames that.
You might say, I was born in a small village, or he was born during a snowstorm.
Then grow up fast.
That captures the speed of childhood passing. Often feels bittersweet, nostalgic.
Acknowledges how quickly those early years seem to fly. My kids are growing up so fast. Or, looking back, my school years seem to grow up fast.
Next, a group related to education. Start school, go to high school, finish university.
These map out that educational path. Major milestones, critical for development. They mark transitions in learning, social circles.
When did you start school? She's excited to go to high school. He worked hard to finish university. Stages of learning and discovery.
Then get a job.
The huge step signifies financial independence, career beginning, often the first real step into the adult world of work.
A moment of achievement. When did you get your first job? His goal after college was to get a job quickly.
Make friends.
Highlights that vital social dimension. We do this throughout life: school, work, hobbies, building community, support networks.
Essential for well-being. It's important to make friends when you move to a new city.
Learn new things.
This speaks to lifelong learning, not just formal schooling. Our natural curiosity, our drive for growth. I enjoy learning new things in my retirement. Even toddlers love to learn new things every day.
Become an adult.
More than just turning 18 or 21. It's that whole journey of maturing, taking responsibility, discovering yourself, navigating independent life. Becoming an adult involves making difficult choices sometimes.
Then the forward-looking ones. Think about future and plan for life.
Actively considering what's next. Setting goals, making decisions, captures our aspirations, our intentions.
It's wise to think about your future finances. They began to plan for life together after getting engaged.
Have memories.
The importance of reflection, preserving our personal history. Our memories shape who we are.
I have wonderful memories of holidays with my grandparents. Difficult times can still become important memories.
Ask questions.
Curiosity in action, how we learn and grow, engaging with the world, essential at all ages. A good student always asks questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions if you don't understand.
Take care of others.
Developing empathy, responsibility beyond ourselves. Family, friends, community, a key marker of maturity. Many people take care of others as part of their job, like nurses or teachers. Learning to take care of others is part of growing up.
And lastly, enjoy childhood.
Often looking back with nostalgia, appreciating that time of innocence, freedom, play. We should ensure all children have the chance to enjoy childhood.
These collocations are so powerful because they're precise and natural. They're the word combinations native speakers use instinctively.
Instead of awkwardly saying, I received my first employment, you just say, I got my first job.
Exactly. It makes your communication flow better, sound more authentic. Practicing these helps you talk about your own life with more nuance and ease.
So think about your own journey. Which of these phrases resonate? How would you use them to describe your experiences?
It's a great exercise.
Okay, let's add another layer of nuance. Phrasal verbs. These can be tricky, but are so common in everyday English.
Absolutely essential for fluency. They combine a verb with a preposition or adverb, often creating a meaning different from the original verb.
And we'll also look at some common mistakes learners make with life stage language, helping you avoid those pitfalls.
Good plan. Let's start with the phrasal verb grow up.
We touched on this with grow up fast, but it's more than just getting older physically, right?
Much more. It covers the whole process of becoming an adult, emotionally, intellectually, socially. I grew up in Beirut. Is about location.
But he had to grow up quickly when his parents got sick implies developing maturity faster due to circumstances.
Exactly. It's about the entire journey to adulthood. Wow. You might even hear, oh, grow up, meaning be more mature.
Then look back.
The act of reflection. Thinking about the past often involves nostalgia or learning from experiences.
It connects to have memories, but it's more active. You look back at your memories.
I often look back on my university days. Or, looking back, I realize I made the right decision. It's a deliberate mental revisit.
Next, move on.
This signifies transition. Letting go of the past, a job, a relationship, a phase of life, and embracing what's next. It implies progression, adaptation.
The source mentions, I move on to new things, suggesting forward momentum.
Or, they moved on after graduation. It can be challenging leaving comfort zones, but it's necessary for growth. Accepting change.
Think about. Seems simple, but what's the nuance here?
It implies active contemplation. Planning or remembering, but with focused thought. Different from just passively having a memory.
So, I think about my future career is planning. I think about what went wrong is reflection.
Yes, it is active mental engagement. Deliberation. She likes to think about her travels, actively recalling and considering.
And take care of.
This conveys responsibility, nurturing, support, for oneself or for others.
I need to take care of myself more. Or, he takes care of his elderly parents.
It shows empathy, duty, a key part of maturity and community. These phrasal verbs pack a lot of meaning into just 2 or 3 words.
They combine the verb's action with the preposition's direction or relation, creating nuance. They make the language more vivid.
Precisely.
Okay, now for that crucial part. Navigating the linguistic minefield. Common mistakes to avoid. This is where learners can really polish their English.
Yes, understanding why something is wrong is key. Let's tackle them first. I was born in 2000.
Hear that one a lot? The correct form is...
I was born in 2000. Born is the past participle of bear. It's used in the passive voice here, something that happened to you.
You don't actively born yourself. It's a fixed phrase. I was born. Got it.
Next, article trouble. He is adult.
Should be.
He is an adult. Adult is a singular countable noun. They almost always need an article like a or an.
And because adult starts with a vowel sound, it's an. Subtle, but important for sounding natural.
Very. Now, a common future tense error. I finish school next year.
Sounds okay maybe, but it should be.
I will finish school next year. Or, I am going to finish school next year. For personal plans or predictions about the future, you generally need the future tense.
Using will or be going to makes it clear it's a future intention, not just a scheduled fact.
Right. Then, she go high school. 2 errors here.
Ah, yes. First, subject-verb agreement.
For he, she, it. In the present simple, the verb needs an S or ES. So go becomes goes.
And second, the preposition.
You go to a place like school, so she goes to high school.
Good clarification. What about, I had good memory?
This trips people up. When talking about a collection of remembrances, it's plural. I have good memories.
You have multiple individual memories, not one big block of memory.
Usually, yes. Though memory can be singular for the general ability to remember, like, he's a good memory for faces. But for past experiences, use memories.
Okay. And the last one, we grow fastly.
Adjective versus adverb confusion. Correct.
We grow fast. Fast works as both an adjective, a fast runner, and an adverb. He runs fast. You don't add idly here.
It describes how we grow. So fast is the adverb, even without the idly. Remember, drive fast, learn fast, grow fast.
These aren't just grammar rules for the sake of rules. They help you sound clearer, more natural, more confident.
Absolutely. Reviewing these specific points can make a real difference. Try to spot them in your own speaking or writing. It offers tangible improvement.
Definitely. So let's put this all together now. See it in action in a real-world context.
The source provides a great little mini dialogue. Simple but effective.
Let's hear it.
It's between a teacher and Sammy. Teacher asks, "What was your favorite age?"
And Sammy replies, I think when I was 10, I played football every day.
Teacher then asks, "And what do you do now?"
Sammy, I study English and prepare for the future.
Short, sweet, but look what it does.
It flows perfectly. Reflection on the past, favorite age, played football,
Present actions, study English.
and future aspiration, prepare for the future. All in a few simple lines.
It's a fantastic template for personal sharing. You can use these simple questions and answers in your own conversations.
Move easily between past, present, future. Shows that even basic English can convey a meaningful story. Clarity over complexity.
And the prompts are universal. Everyone has past experiences, present activities, future hopes. It shows you don't need fancy grammar to connect.
Just the right core words, basic tenses, and the willingness to share. Simplicity and authenticity.
Which connects nicely to the cultural insight mentioned in the source.
Yes, about celebrations. In many countries, people celebrate life stages with birthdays, graduations, or weddings. These moments are great for practicing English.
It's a brilliant point. Why are these events so good for practice?
Well, they're full of specific vocabulary, aren't they? Gifts, cake, diplomas, vows, toasts.
And they involve lots of social interaction. Small talk, congratulations, sharing stories, expressing emotions.
They are natural storytelling moments. People talk about the past, the future, customs, the emotions involved, create real conversation prompts.
You're not just practicing words in isolation, you're participating in meaningful human events. Makes the language stick.
So a practical tip for you listening. Try describing a birthday, graduation, or wedding you've experienced in English.
What did you do? Who was there? How did you feel? What were the key moments? It's a perfect way to use the vocabulary and structures we've discussed.
Connects language directly to your personal life.
And to reinforce this active learning, the source also mentions things like a quick quiz and a challenge task.
Right. Tools to make sure the learning sticks. The quiz might test vocabulary recall.
What do you call someone aged 15? Options. Teenager, adult, child. Helps solidify those core terms.
And the challenge task might be something like, write one sentence about each stage. Childhood, teenage years, and adulthood.
These aren't just tests, they're active learning. The quiz reinforces, the challenge encourages personal application, synthesizing the information.
It pushes you to connect the language to your own life, transforming knowledge into usable skill you're creating with the language.
Moving from just receiving information to actually producing it. That's where deep learning happens.
So we really encourage you to try these things. Don't just listen. Engage actively. Write the sentences. Answer the quiz questions mentally. That's how it becomes your language.
It builds genuine confidence.
So, as we wrap up this deep dive, let's just circle back to the big picture. Why does all this matter?
The source offers a really fitting final remark.
Which is?
We all grow. Learn English as you move through life. it helps you understand your story.
That sums it up perfectly. Everything we've talked about, Sammy's journey, the vocabulary, collocations, phrasal verbs, avoiding mistakes, cultural links, it all feeds into this idea.
Language isn't just for talking to others. It's a tool for understanding ourselves, making sense of our own journey.
So for you, the listener, this wasn't just an English lesson. It was about empowering you to tell your story.
Giving you the linguistic tools to reflect on your past, anchor yourself in the present, and look clearly towards your future.
How does knowing this make you well-informed about yourself? Because it gives you the words, the structures, the categories to analyze your own life.
To externalize your inner world, give it form, is an act of self-discovery, like getting a map to your own experiences.
Allows you to navigate with more clarity.
Which leads to a final thought, perhaps something for you to ponder.
Oh,
As you think about your own life stages, past, present, future, consider this. How might using a new language, like English, not just describe those moments, but actually shape how you understand and experience them?
that's interesting. Could articulating your story in English change your perception of it? Highlight different aspects?
Could the structure of English itself encourage a different perspective on past events, or help you frame future plans differently than in your native language?
Thinking about language not just as a passive tool for expression, but as an active force that can shape our understanding.
Exactly. Something to reflect on.
Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the language of life stages. We hope it's given you some valuable tools and perspectives.
Keep learning, keep reflecting, and keep telling your unique story. We wish you well on your journey of discovery through language.